Hello. My name is Shanti Terry, and I work here at MCP-Ads. I wanted to show you guys that we've got some new features on the web page. So I'm going to toggle over here to Web and click down. These three down here, Website 101, Q&A, and Pricing Estimates, are all new. So I was going to visit each one of those and just kind of show you what those are about. Website Design 101 is kind of self-explanatory. It's basically breaking down, if you're unfamiliar with what goes into making a website, then this page is where you want to come on ours to get an idea of what all goes in. I've broken it down to where it's kind of like explaining, how the human body works. There's a skeleton and there's muscles and tissue, and then there's skin. It's the same thing with a web page. Everything has a skeleton, a basic layout. Um, this is the most common one that you'll see around the web, with a header, the body, just a sidebar for extra info over here, footers, and of course your menu navigation, which is where your menus and everything are at the top of the page, like up here. We actually use this most basic format here on our web page, and that's what this picture is here, showing you one of these kind of in action. This basic skeleton is what we use here at MCP Ads. If you'll scroll down, it also tells you about how things are customizable on a web page. We've got different examples of other ways that you can break down your page. You can have two columns in the body for the middle of your page. One, you can get rid of the sidebars, get rid of the footer, get rid of the menus. Everything is customizable. You can change anything that you like. And that's what this little segment tells you about here. Of course, we mentioned content, which is everything that you actually put into your page. So there's a little bit of information about that. And down here is section 4. This is probably the meat of the page. This is what people have a lot of questions about, so I just kind of go through and briefly explain, the difference between static and animated pages, and kind of talk about what upgrades are. So looking at the differences, we have examples of a static versus an animated page. So let's have a look at a static page. I'm going to click here. This is a static page. There's no images moving around. There's not much movement on the page at all. You can see this has been where you can select it if you toggle over it, but nothing on this page is really moving. That's a static page. It's going to be best if you're wanting to just put some information out there for people to get, and you don't need to really wow them or anything. You just need them to be able to go and find the information they need, get it, and get out of there. If you want movement on your page, that's when you're going to want what's called animated. A lot of people say they want, a fancy page, and they don't know that they mean they want an animated page. So this is an example of an animated page. This one here has movement over the boxes when you toggle over them. As I'm going around here, you can see that it moves. An animated page can have lots of different things that make it what's considered to be animated. You can have headers up here that are animated. The background could move and not the images, or the background and the images could move. It's really up to you as far as how much animation you want on the page. And on our home page here, we've got some examples, and they're down here, these numbered ones, so that you can see examples of those. One of them is up here. I've already got it open. This is an example of a page that is static. All around everywhere is static except for this header here, and it's moving around in a slideshow. Another example here is this beauty blog. This one is actually my beauty blog. It's got videos, and there's a slider here in the middle that you can toggle between the different things. They come up on their own, as they go through the slides. So this is another example of a page that's static but has movement on it, so this is still considered animated. It's just a combination of the two. Let me go ahead and go back to our home page. And we'll scroll back up to the top and take a look at the next feature. The Q&A is pretty much self-explanatory. You can come in here and you can submit questions on our Contact Us page. Basically, here is where you'd go. You can submit questions, and we'll go ahead and answer them as soon as we can and put them up here. So if you have a question that you want to check and see if it's been answered, or you have a question you'd like to ask us, this is where you can go to look for the answers to those. It'll be here under Web. Again, that's under Web and in the Q&A section. Let me see. The last thing I was going to show y'all was the Pricing and Estimates page. So we'll go over here. The Pricing Estimates page has a new form and a couple of different things for you to look at. One is our basic website package. This is going to briefly explain to you what it is that you get when you order a basic website package from us. If you're interested in adding upgrades and what have you, you have to put those in on the form. It's got a link to the website 101 if you're not sure what we mean by upgrades and things like that. But let me go ahead and get down here to the form so I can show you. It's got listed here the same thing that we show above in the website package. It's listed down here in written form for what's included in your basic web page setup. You'll need to then fill out the company name, a personal contact name, and an email address for us to be able to contact you. And you can pick out which upgrades you think you might want on your page. There's also a space here for comments or questions if you want to submit those to us as well. There's a quick verification down here, and you can submit the form to us. We set this up so that we can get a better idea of what it is that you're needing before we actually meet with you in person or on the phone or via Skype or however we do it. Um, and that is basically all that I wanted to show y'all today. So you'll know now when you come in, if you go to the web, you've got your website design 101 that kind of is going to break things down for you. We've now got a spot for question and answers, and there's also an estimates form down here for those of you that need it. Thank you guys for taking time to watch this video today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.